Hey YouTube. I've never made a video like this before, but here we are. We love a good hair video. So today I am going to dye my hair and give myself a mullet. That's the plan. Just like every other quarantining girl these days, we want a cute, modern mullet. My hair has been up all day and it's kind of crazy right now. I promise when I style it, it does look better than this. But I knew that I was just going to be hacking it and bleaching it, so I didn't really take care of it today. But my hair is curly, and when I do put leave-in conditioner in it and gel and whatever, do all the curly girl stuff, it is a lot more curly than this. So my plan for today, I feel like I need to put my hair back up because it looks so fucking crazy right now. The plan for today is to basically highlight all of this light brown roots. I have really long roots because I used to have my hair completely bleach blonde, and I've just been letting it grow out for, I don't know, a while now. Maybe a year and a half, a year or something. So I got this cap bleaching kit to give myself highlights, and I know that these probably have a pretty maybe bad rep in the actual salon quality community, but I am just a normal person, and this tends to do the job when it comes to getting highlights. And I also have pretty light hair, so it doesn't look like a crazy contrast. It actually tends to like blend in pretty well. I used to do this a lot when I was like 14 years old. And it looked good. So I also have my own bleach and developer because I like to mix my own bleach instead of using the boxed bleach. This comes with 30 developer and I prefer 20 developer for my hair. 20 developer tends to lighten it perfectly for me, so I don't think I need the extra damage. So basically what I'm going to do is give myself highlights. I want it to be lighter in the front sections of the mullet, just because I think it looks good to have lighter framing around your face. So I'll probably do those parts outside of the cap and then put the cap on. Yeah, I think I'll probably do those parts first, then put the cap on, do all that stuff, bleach it, wash it out, and then we will get to cutting the mullet. Okay, cool. So first and foremost, I'm going to brush or comb my hair out so that it's much easier to pull through the little holes in the cap. Okay, so I think I have brushed or combed my hair out enough to put the cap over it and easily get the hair out. If you're wondering why people with curly or wavy hair don't brush their hair, this is what happens. Also, these are my natural roots from about here to here, and then from here to here you can see it's kind of like a more golden color. That's because it was called like a turmeric blonde natural color. So that's not bleached, it's just like hair color over my natural color. And then of course all of this ends are bleached. So the plan is to not go over the bleached ends. It's okay to go over this sort of blonder part, golden part because that isn't bleached, it's just colored. So when I do the cap dyeing, I'm going to really just try to stop bleaching at about there, just because I don't want to fry my hair off. And yeah, I haven't cut my hair for about 10 months, I believe, 9 or 10 months. I'll insert a picture of what this grown out hair used to be. I had sort of like this Marilyn Monroe cute little short haircut, and I just have been growing it out since I got that last haircut. And now I'm pretty stoked to have a mullet. I hope it goes well. Disclaimer, this is not a how-to video. I'm not a hairstylist, but I hope it turns out well. I'm gonna be following a video that I'll link down below, and he gave really good instructions, so that's what I'll be following. Okay, just put my cap on, and you want to make sure it's really tight. I realized that I didn't want to bleach my front parts first, just because they would be developing for a lot longer than the rest of my hair, because I still have to poke everything out. So I'll probably just somehow get those parts out so that they're not developing a lot longer than everything else. Okay, so I think this is like the amount in the front that I want to saturate more than just highlight. So here we go. Basically, I peeled back a little bit of the cap and revealed those front hairs, and then now the front hairs are on top of everything else. And then I'm gonna put a plastic bag on my head to retain the heat.
Yeah. Wait
30 minutes, and
that's it.
I'll show you what it looks like when it's washed out of my head. Thanks, Mom.
Make sure it's on your eyebrows.
Make sure it's not on your eyebrows. I'll check back with you in 30 minutes. Actually, after I wash it out, so maybe like 40 minutes. Cool. Hey, so I just got out of the shower and moved into the bathroom to cut my hair because the sun is gone outside. As you can see, the highlights worked pretty well. Pretty happy with them. Of course, they're not salon quality, but not bad. And I'm sure in the light they'll look a lot better. And I think I'll go over my front pieces one more time tomorrow that I wanted lighter, just because the part very closest to my root got lighter, and I'd like to even that out a bit. But I'm gonna start cutting my hair. And basically how I'm gonna do this, I got some hair cutting scissors. I also have some thinning shears if I want to use those afterwards. But I'm gonna cut a guide in like a triangle shape and then bring pieces forward at a 45-degree angle and then match it up with my guide and keep going and going so that it creates this tapered look. I'm not sure if that made sense, but you can always watch a real hairstylist explain it. All right, I'm gonna get started. Okay, so this is going to be my guide. It should be in the shape of a triangle, and I'm going to cut it right at about my eye length. And yes, I know that it's a little splotchy in here. I can re-dye that tomorrow. Also, I know that you maybe shouldn't cut your hair wet, your own hair, because it leaves more room for mistakes, but I have curly hair and I think it would be kind of difficult to cut it dry. So we'll just see how this goes. I know I should be cutting it dry, but here we are. Okay, so I basically finished the front of this one side, and now we're gonna move on to this side. basically done with the front. I'm gonna cross-check everything and do the back. And basically with the back, I just keep pulling the hair up to my guide and snipping it and doing the same thing I did with the front. I don't think I'm gonna film that. And I've been going through it with these thinning scissors, just to give it a little more texture. And more layers. But I will probably check back in with you guys tomorrow when I style my hair, and I can show you it in the light, but it's looking pretty good. Okay, so it's the next morning. These are my natural curls after I washed it last night from washing all the bleach out. I'm just gonna go over it one more time. I mixed up a little more 20 developer bleach. I'm just gonna go over the front one more time because I think I can get it a little bit lighter, which would be nice. But I'm super happy with how it is right now and how it's turned out. I think the highlights look great. I love the cut. It made my curls a lot more voluminous. I think my hair just needed a haircut as well. And I'm not gonna tone it or anything. I actually like having a warmer blonde on my skin tone, so yeah, I'm just gonna go over this front again and maybe do a couple more highlights just by hand around my face. And thankfully I have curly hair, so mistakes blend in pretty easily, and I don't have to be super perfect with where I apply the bleach. But that's the plan. Okay, so I just went in and did a couple more individual pieces and went over the front one more time. And this should be the last stage of everything. I know I keep saying I'll show you the finished result, but this should really be the last stage. So I'm gonna keep this in for about 20-30 minutes, wash it out, condition my hair and everything, put my contacts in, maybe a little makeup, and show you the end result. Hey everybody, so this is the finished haircut and color. You can see the highlights worked out really well. I'm so happy with the cut and the turnout. I really hope that this inspires you guys to cut your hair if you want to. If you've been thinking about it for a while and you're too scared, just do it. It's really fun. And if you don't trust yourself to do it, maybe get a family member or a friend. But I am so happy with my new hair. If you have curly hair like mine as well, I really recommend this haircut because all of the layers made my hair really light and the curls a lot more accentuated. So I'm super happy. I'm just like ready to go out in the world and flaunt my new look. But yeah, I feel like I'm straight out of the 70s right now or something. I'm really stoked. I know that this isn't like a full-on like hick mullet. Sorry, no offense to people with those mullets. Those are great as well. This is more of like a modern, feminine, longer mullet, or a shag, some people call them. But yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys.